Thanks for having me. It's a pretty small crew here. I don't know. I could tell you about the new Eliza version 2.0, which has many great new features, and you should use it. But probably you're not going to use it. At best, your Claude is going to use it. And that is the world that we're in. I could tell you about our new product, Eliza app, which you can download and buy for $20 a month, but you're probably not going to because you already have your own OpenClaw, and if you don't, you're probably behind. You should really get on that today. It's mind-blowingly good. You know, we have over 200 plugins now. They all work for OpenClaw, so you should definitely get on that. And I guess, you know, I could show you a bunch of slides with all of our new products, but I think it's pretty clear that none of that matters anymore. We are in a totally new time, and I feel like, you know, I feel like I'm staring at the sun. I'm staring at Claude and anti-gravity and Codex all day, and then I'm getting my agent to work, and then I tell it in Codex in Discord, hey, you have a bug, you should fix yourself, and then it fixes itself, and that is coding now. That was really fast, and I think we all knew it would go that way, but once you're in it, it feels very different. It's like looking at a black hole versus being in a black hole. It's a very different experience. And so I just don't really see the point in any of that anymore. I think that there's clearly something new, which is actually the old thing. What really brought me to crypto was the vision of people like Vitalik and the ideas of things like Gitcoin and Collabland and like these like community building tools that we could put together like Lego blocks to build the world that we wanted. That does not seem to be the case in crypto right now. Apparently crypto is for traders, is what I heard yesterday. I'm a really bad trader. Like, I lose money every time I trade, so I sort of have to build things so that I start from zero. Can't lose more than that. And I feel very alienated by the current state of affairs. I do not actually think I'm part of crypto, if that's what crypto is. I think I'm part of the decentralized web. I think that all I really care about is a free open internet and a world where 4 companies don't own all of our tokens, which is what is the state today, actually. And I really want to live in that world as soon as possible. And we don't have to compromise anymore. I bet you I'm not the only person in this room building the decentralized internet today. And I mean the whole thing, from DNS to TE execution to marketplace and provisioning all that compute, you know, rolling all of the centralized services into our decentralized thing. I'm doing it, and I'm basically just doing it with Claude, so I imagine there's 100 other people doing it. So, like, why are we wasting time? Why are we entertaining L1s that are talking about trading and markets and things, or sorry, L2s, quote unquote. That's a funny one. That doesn't matter anymore. What matters is obviously a layer of interoperability where I have my own chain and you have your own chain and we can all have our own chain, and I'm not paying anybody fees because those fees need to go to my app to survive. And why are there more chains than there are apps? Oh, because they take all the fees and the apps can't survive, right? That's why. Okay, so how do we solve it? Well, I'm going to launch my own chain, you're going to launch your own chain, and we're all just going to have Claude launch our own chains. If you haven't had Claude deploy Kubernetes yet, you should. It's freaking good. Just, hey, deploy OP stack with Kubernetes to AWS today. Put flash blocks in it. Okay, I have my own base. Did it. Took me 2 days. Why would I share the fees? Well, because you have the TVL. Okay, why does that matter? Well, because people don't want a bridge. All right, let's just get rid of bridges. ERC-4337 account abstraction. We got Paymasters. We have Ethereum Interop layer. You don't ever have to bring your stuff to my chain. Just leave it where you want. Put it on ETH. ETH is the chain. That's the internet. That's the guy who, you know, isn't going to sell us out. So leave it there. And then when you want to use my chain, I've already got a Paymaster set up. It just frictionlessly comes through. It works magically. All this is free and open source. You can use mine, or you could just have Claude build your own. Doesn't matter. Why aren't we doing this today? I think people still don't even know this stuff exists yet, and we are still just like catching up. I didn't know Ethereum Interop layer existed until someone on the EF team told me it existed, and then I went into Argentina and they announced it to like 50 people, and what the this is like the most game-changing thing I've ever seen. You could just magically move money across chains and sign the messages, and it works pretty well as long as there's liquidity. That's pretty cool. So what do I only need liquidity for like 2 tokens. Okay, USDC, ETH, and my own thing. That's it. I fund Paymasters for that, we're good to go. Do I need VCs? No, I need like 300K in liquidity and we're good. I could bootstrap that off my community. So why do I need the VCs? I don't need the chain, I don't need the, what are any of these people giving me that I can't just do myself? And I'm building a new project. It's based on ELIZA, but I think, I just wanted to build a place that we could all just experiment with agents. And the top contributor is a lawyer who's never coded before in his life. And all, and all he does is give me like amazing security fixes, like fix the sandbox, fix the, hardened the MCP servers. They're just like, this is the world that we're in. So in this world, what do I need? I need lawyers. I need random people who just care about the right things to come and show up and build them. And I will build them with them. It doesn't really matter if it's my name or anyone else's name anymore, because we all have GitHubs that just I have an agent that goes and steals code from the other agents, so they do the same thing to me. So, we're all basically a parody. I wouldn't say it's stealing, we're all open source, but we're all basically have the same thing with the same advantages. So where do we go from here? All of this comes to something I've been thinking a lot about called DreamTech. On some level, I'm probably stealing this from Kevin Iwaki. But there's this idea of HardTech. Hardware is hard, and the hardware layer is pretty hard for us to get into because it is massive data centers and really just that kind of thing. So we've all gone into software, and software is great, but now software is real soft, maybe too soft. And it's just real, it's like water, and it's like, it's just a different thing. And so we have this third category, which is DreamTech, which is what is the world that you want to live in? Because you can literally describe that now to an agent and it will build it for you, at least for the technical part. The only other part that's missing is the culture, the values, the what do we care about? What matters? And it's not trading for me. It is though investment. It is a financial world that gives opportunity to a lot more people. It is us having the same opportunities to get into OpenAI at the seed stage that A16Z does. It is a lot of those things. But it's also not degenerate gambling. It's not nihilism. It's not sociopathic behavior. There's definitely some middle ground here that is the right thing, where we bring finance into the future and it helps us to really solve the real problems that are coming at us at light speed. Are we all going to live on UBI? Are we going to watch our friends have no jobs while we have this weird magic internet money? Is that the world we're going to live in? It's got to be better than that. So DreamTech. What is DreamTech? It's the thing that never compromises. There's no fucking SaaS. There's no gateways. There's no charging. Everyone gets it. It's open source. It's for all of us. It's built by all of us. It's built by the freaking lawyers and the 16-year-old kids and the 20-year programmers who don't know what they're doing with their lives anymore, like me. It's built by all of us. And it can be Ethereum, and it could be Solana, it could be whatever, but it's about incentive structure. It's about not one group owning it and taking it and us being like, oh, I hope the major corporation gives me some distribution through their L2. Come on. That's not the way. It's not, it's not just pump fun, although I think that there is a place for that. It's not the only thing here. It's a truly decentralized internet where I get to see what I want to see and you see what you want to see. And this doesn't have to, this can be this is opened by agents, because once I have an agent, I can say, hey, I don't want to see everything on X. I just want to see the stuff I want to see. And I am taking that algorithmic control back, and now I have it, and I get to decide what the world of in a world of slop, I have an amazing slop filter. And in a world of slop, the only thing worth building is a slop filter. And that slop filter is also the curation that lets you see the things you want. And when I want to post something, it goes to my friends and the people who actually want to read it, not just out into the feed. And this is the anti-attention economy, because I am so tired of everyone trying to take my attention. I will pay any amount of money to get my attention back. That is the most valuable resource, is my time, just a little bit of silence in my mind without a notification. Just knowing that my calendar is handled and I don't have to frantically check my phone if I missed a call. That's the world we could have today, right now. We can just start building it. There's a problem, which is like, I wrote about this. I posted something that kind of went viral yesterday. We're all basically have godlike powers now. But the problem is that no one wants to buy anything you make because they also have godlike powers. And in that world, it changes what our relationship to each other is. I am not here to sell you anything. I am here to like find the others who want to make humanity go the right direction and not the wrong one. I don't see any point to doing anything else anymore because it's just not going to work. And if it did work, I don't want to fight with 10 other people doing the same thing I'm doing. I'd rather just work with them. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know what the call to action here is. I think that we're all going to come away from these next few weeks thinking like, I just got to get down and build, and there's no I got to be building the things that matter. So, when I get off stage, I'm going to go home and start coding again because I don't know what else to do. But I do think that like we're in the middle of the fork in the road where we can make things go really right. And what's cool is that any of us can just make like an incredible impact. Like you can just release the thing that makes it go right. OpenClaw, is just some dude. And now 250,000 people are just like launching these things. ChatGPT was out for 2 weeks, 200 million users. If you make something that people love, it will just immediately transform everything. And I think we are all waiting for that thing that truly has meaning, that thing we truly love. And it's not ETH at $2,000 or some bullshit like that. It's ETH at ETH. It's just the internet. It's just what we need to actually have the world we want. So the call to action is, let's just start having this conversation. I want to see, I don't have the forum for it. I mean, you can reach out to me and we can chat, but I really do want to see other people like starting to lead this, and I want to support I want to contribute to other people's code bases, because, I think that's a big part of how we solve this, is we just say like, whoever's the farthest along, let's all get on board. I think it's Ethereum for sure. I think that the vision there, the support from the real builders who actually care about the right things is there. But I also think a lot of things are not going to work just on the database. Like we do need distributed TEE compute. We need to be able to run off-chain execution. We need DNS resolvers that resolve down to my IPFS without needing some crazy browser hack or Cloudflare to be nice to me. That just needs to be part of it. And if we can solve these like few things, then we have the decentralized internet and we're there. And it is pretty freaking amazing. And there will be slop and there will be spam, and I will never see any of it because my agent will filter it out. And in the age of abundance, we will all have enough. That's what we can have. So I do not have the answers, but I think we all see the question. And yeah, I hope we can all get there. So yeah, thanks for listening.